The man said, let this woman live here now before I receive another call. His wife was released immediately with the son. They went home. The boy started trying that line. It was not going. Kept on calling. Throughout the day, the number could not call. In the evening, the line called and said, I can see that you have been making efforts to reach me. You don't need to call me. You don't need to bother. He said, sir, please, my mother wants to thank you for what you do, and we want to know who you are. He said, you don't need to bother who I am. I am that I am. Beginning of the year, God's servant said that we should look out for this year, that God told him there are going to be strange miracles happening in this ministry. I mean, miracles that people will begin to doubt. But, you know, with God, all things are possible. He is standing here to appreciate Jesus for divine intervention. Listen to this testimony. The wife called him and said he was arrested and was taken to the police custody. He asked what happened. He said somebody defrauded another person, and his wife knew the person they described and was able to identify the person, so they arrested the fraudster. Out of anger, the fraudster implicated his wife and said she too was among the deal, and that was a total lie. Now, because they needed to investigate, they put her into police custody. While she was there, he was in Auchi. He only asked that the God of Apostle John Suleiman should go ahead of him to intervene on this situation. Now, after the wife called him, the phone went off. Her battery was empty. So there was no access to speak with her. His son was in the house, and the son had a new line, a new SIM that nobody has. The son had a new line. His old line was no longer working. Now, the son received a call and looked at the number. It's a strange number. The son, first of all, said, who is calling me on this line? Because I'm not giving it out. So out of that surprise, okay, let me pick. Maybe it is the network provider. He picks. Look at a voice speaking to him and say, go to that police station where your mother is. I want to talk to the DPO. He said, sir, please, who are you? He said, go now. When you get there, send the number of the DPO to me. The boy said, okay. He rushed to the police station and met somebody at the counter and said, please, I need the number of the DPO. They couldn't attend to him. He was disturbing. They said, why? He said, my mother is in the custody. They said, you should stay here. Your mother has a case and all that. All of a sudden, God opened the eyes of the son. He saw a number on the wall and typed the number quickly and sent to the number that called. Before 5 minutes, the DPO came down from upstairs and was saying, what is that woman you people kept here? After all, what did the woman do? And they want to sack me from my job. Hey. The boy was there hearing. That was how the boy knew that was the DPO. The DPO said, what did you say the woman did? They were trying to say this. He said, no. Go and bring her out. Go and bring her out. Do you know who called me? Do you know where I received call? Immediately, there was commotion in the police station. They were now asking, who arrested her? The other one said, this one arrested her. They were just trying to give excuses. The man said, let this woman live here now before I receive another call. His wife was released immediately with the son. They went home. The boy started trying that line. It was not going. Kept on calling. Throughout the day, the number could not call. In the evening, the line called and said, I can see that you have been making efforts to reach me. You don't need to call me. You don't need to bother. He said, sir, please, my mother wants to thank you for what you do, and we want to know who you are. He said, you don't need to bother who I am. I am that I am. Hey. That sounds unbelievable. The mother said, I don't know anybody with this number. And I did not tell anybody that I'm in the police station. It was only my husband I told. There was confusion. They reached out to him. Did you tell anybody? He said, no. He collected the number. And they called the number. The number was not going. When he came to register the testimony, I said, I want to see the number. We called the number in my office. The number was not going. I called his son and said, tell me this thing that you're talking about. He narrated everything, that he's still shaking because of the voice. It was a deep sound voice that told him that I am. Hey. Can we celebrate Jesus with a shout of praise? I am that I am will intervene in your situation. Can you celebrate Jesus again with